All right, the Minnesota Department of Transportation cameras captured plenty of scenes like this you're seeing right here. Teams of snow plows working hard at this hour to clear highways from snow and ice. Travel continues to be difficult for most of that region. Since Tuesday, police in that part of the country say they've responded to 26 crashes. Some areas in Minneapolis saw 15 inches of snow, which in Minneapolis means Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's not a lot there, typically.
You know, it's funny. Minneapolis gets so much sunshine. We don't get the sunshine, but since they are upwind of the lakes, they don't have all that moisture. So they get a lot colder than we do,
Right.
But at least they get to see the sunshine. There's always a trade-off, isn't there? Well, our trade-off for this warm weather that we've had today, not so warm weather that's coming tomorrow. And not everybody got toasty warm today. We did have some temperatures that hit record highs. As a matter of fact, ties or breaking record highs for Mansfield, Akron, Canton, Youngstown, and New Philadelphia. As a matter of fact, Akron, Canton, and New Philadelphia shattering the old records. Whereas Cleveland, we fell a degree shy of that, unfortunately. We're going to talk about this 67 degrees in just a second. First, we're going to take a look at the next few hours, and I put the mittens in the background because you're going to need them rather quickly. We will find the mercury falling as we head through the rest of the evening. Clouds are going to be coming in. I don't know that we're going to get a lot of snow. I think we may have some random flurries that kick up around northeast Ohio, but we'll be around freezing by the midnight hour, and we're headed down to the 20s, and we won't make it out as we head through the day tomorrow. Let's talk about that 67 degrees. It happened at 4:04 p.m. And just before 4 p.m., this is what the temperatures were in Cuyahoga County. Now, this is interesting because we had an onshore flow at Burke Lakefront Airport where it was 45 degrees. 6 miles inland, it was 66 degrees at Cleveland Hopkins Airport. We went up to 67 at 4:04, and the Cuyahoga County Airport on the east side stayed in the 50s all day. So it was all about that cool lake water, which is still sitting at 30-some degrees in the west end of Lake Erie. That northwest flow does continue, so our immediate lakeshore areas are notably cooler than those farther south. Look at Tropical Dover. There's a reason I call it Tropical Dover. They're always the warm spot, or so it would seem. So 70 degrees right now, still short sleeve weather down for our Tuscarawas County friends. But you can tell where the cold front is, and it's pretty prolific. It's going all the way from Detroit, clear on down through St. Louis and points farther south. 27 right now in Kansas City. It is now 11 degrees in Minneapolis. This is the cold air that is on the move and will swing in here as we get into the day tomorrow. One thing you don't see is a whole lot of lake effect with it. We have high pressure that's moving in. That has a settling effect on the atmosphere. So even though the winds may be lining up just right, that we could have some lake effect going, that high pressure is going to counteract it. We may not get enough lifting to allow for those snow showers to form. So let's take a look at your National Designer on the hour forecast, and you can see that northwest wind really kicking in. The cold air gets here, and by midnight we will be in the 30s throughout northeast Ohio. So for all my friends in Tropical Dover, that is a 30-degree temperature drop that is on the way in short period of time. By the time we hit tomorrow morning, look at this, we're now in the low and mid 20s across the area, and at the same time the wind is kicking up, so our wind chills at this point will be in the mid-teens. It is going to be bundle up before you head out the door kind of a morning for you. We stay in the 20s through the entirety of the day. The wind continues to be rather blustery too, but we're not seeing a lot of snow. It's that high pressure that's coming in and not really allowing any of the lifting to take place. But things begin to change because by the time we hit Saturday, that cold air is moving out. We may have a little lift that comes in and puts a few random flurries in our forecast for Saturday morning. But we start the day in the 20s. By afternoon, we should be up closer to 40 degrees, and the boot, we get to see some sunshine. So there are some brighter skies on the horizon. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast. Temps in the 20s for tomorrow, but look at the jump that's coming our way. Those partly cloudy skies Saturday with low 40s. Increase in clouds on Sunday with mid 40s. That's right on par for this time of the year. We'll be in the 50s again on Monday with some rain moving in, and you can kind of see the little dipsy-do that we do there in the early part of the week. Yet again, another frontal boundary comes through and bounces out. We really can't kind of clear this storm track right now. We're stuck right in the path of the storms. And so wherever they go by us, north or south, we end up getting consequences of getting warmer or colder.
Okay.
Is a dipsy-do the same as a piggly wiggly, or is that a different?
It's a little
pickledy
bit
dickledy, or whatever you say.
Piggledy-piggledy.
Piggledy-piggledy. That was close.
Piggledy-piggledy is kind of crazy, all over the place.
Okay. Thank you.